We've all heard of Einstein, Newton and Galileo, but what if I told you that centuries before them, Muslim scholars laid the foundation of modern science? From algebra to astronomy, from surgery to optics, the Muslim world led the way. This is the story of how Islam shaped the scientific world we live in today. Let's rewind to the 8th century. Picture Baghdad, bustling and bright, under the Abbasid Caliphate. Here, an intellectual revolution exploded, the Islamic Golden Age. At its heart was the House of Wisdom, or Bait al-Hikmah. Imagine candlelit rooms filled with scrolls, manuscripts, and eager minds. Scholars from every faith, Muslims, Christians, Jews, gathered here. They translated knowledge from Greek, Indian, and Persian sources into Arabic, preserving wisdom that might have vanished forever. But more than that, they took these ideas further. They made them better. Now let's talk maths. Heard of algebra? Thank Al-Khwarizmi. This Persian genius introduced Algebra, the very root of the word algebra. But it doesn't stop there. He invented algorithms. That's basically the secret language of computers and coding today. Without Al-Khwarizmi, our modern world of smartphones, engineering, and even banking would look completely different. His book, the compendious book on calculation by completion and balancing, changed mathematics forever. But it wasn't just numbers. Muslim scholars also looked to the stars. Think of observatories filled with intricate instruments, star maps inked with Arabic names. Al-Battani, Al-Zahrawi, Nasir al-Din al-Tusi. These were the rock stars of astronomy. They calculated planetary movements, refined star charts, and even hinted at the heliocentric model, centuries before Copernicus made it famous. Look up at the night sky, names like Altair, Betelgeuse, and Vega, all Arabic. That's their mark still shining above us. Let's drop back down to earth, into the world of medicine. Ibn Sina, or Avicenna in the West, wrote the Canon of medicine. Not just a book, a 5-volume medical guide that trained doctors in Europe for over 600 years. Then there's Al-Zahrawi, the father of surgery, who invented over 200 surgical tools and pioneered techniques we still use today. These scholars were all about observation, hygiene, and hospitals, long before they became standard in the West. And get this, optics and chemistry, Ibn al-Haytham proved that we see because light reflects into our eyes. He's even called the father of the scientific method. Meanwhile, Jabir ibn Hayyan, or Jabir, is the father of chemistry. Distillation, classification, lab equipment, he started it all. But if Muslim scholars achieved so much, why isn't this common knowledge? Over time things changed. Political instability, colonization, and internal decline led to the fall of these great institutions. Much of their knowledge was absorbed into Europe during the Renaissance, often without credit. But that doesn't erase the truth. Here's what matters. Islam didn't just encourage the pursuit of knowledge, it commanded it. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Seeking knowledge is an obligation upon every Muslim." The Muslim world once led the scientific frontier, and it can again. The future of science might just lie in reclaiming that heritage. This is not just history, it's a legacy. Share this. Learn from it. Be inspired, because knowledge is part of faith.